Racing 130 calendar. Position number 1, Raphael Adams.
Can you hear your name? Take your sunglasses off, please, sir.
Yes, Mr. Adams. I believe your lawyer is walking in right now, Mr. Gaither. So I'll give you the opportunity to speak with him, okay? Thank you, Mr. Adams.
What's his name? I'm sorry.
Position number 1 on the status drag racing calendar, Raphael Adams.
Yeah, he's speaking.
Okay.
No, let me see. I'll talk to Justin.
Position number 3, Charles Jackson.
Yes, sir. That's my case, Judge. Let me have a moment to speak with him as well.
Okay. The other cases on the calendar have been non-crossed. Let me just see if anyone's here on those cases. Amar Blackshear. Mr. Blackshear, your case has been dismissed. You're free to go, sir.
Hold on, Ms. Blackshear, hold on.
Position number 4, Brianna Redfern. Yes, ma'am. Your case has also been dismissed. You're free to go. Position number 5, Jarius Roberts. Mr. Roberts, your case has also been dismissed. You're free to go as soon as you speak with your lawyer. Position number 6, Jacob Samuels.
Okay. No problem then. I'll sit down.
Okay, on the final plea calendar, position 1, Elvis Silva. Yes, Mr. Silva. He'll speak with Ms. Reiser. Okay, we'll be with you, sir. Thank you. Moving on to the Orca status conference calendar. Position 1, Ahmed Admusmed.
Good afternoon, Judge. How are you? Zach. You see me, Judge? Judge, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Good afternoon. I can hear you. I can hear you. This is Zach Scher here from Mr. Abdusmed.
Yes.
We had previously received discovery at the end of April. Judge, we had technical difficulties opening the discovery videos. I spoke to Miss Waldrop today. She resent me the videos and I'm able to open them, Judge. So we have everything we need to resolve this case now, one way or the other.
Okay, so have you had the opportunity to speak with your client or Ms. Waldrop since you received this? Is that something that we can do today is what I'm asking you?
It's not something we can do today, Judge, but I'm sure on the next calendar, one way or the other, it will get resolved.
Okay, I am going to place you on the on a final plea calendar. That calendar will be July 5th at 9 a.m.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right, you have a good rest of your afternoon.
Take care, Judge. And Ms. Waldrop, thank you. I don't see you, but thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Position 2, Jaquavius Alexander.
That is my case, Judge. Is Ms. Alexander?
Yes, sir.
On Zoom?
Yes, sir.
Okay, hang on 1 second. Exit.
Congratulations. You want to
Ms. Alexander, do me a favor and put your, I haven't logged in yet. Just give me a moment, Ms. Alexander. Your Honor, let me make an announcement of Ms. Alexander's case momentarily.
Okay, I'll hold for your announcement.
Okay, thanks.
Position 3, Tori Anderson. Tori Anderson.
And Your Honor, hearing no response, are you issuing bench warrants on these calendars?
It's my understanding that all of this is a status calendar. As such, they should have all been here one time before. It's my policy that if they don't show the first time, I give them an additional opportunity to do so. It appears that Mr. Anderson is not with us today. As such, if you're requesting a bench warrant, if he doesn't appear by the end of the calendar, a bench warrant will be granted.
Yes, Judge, they would be requesting a bench warrant.
Okay, very good. Position 4, Michael Andrews. Oops.
Good afternoon, Judge. Attorney Terry Brock appearing for Mr. Andrews. I believe, I'm not sure that we have discovery in this case just yet, but the state did make an offer yesterday and we just haven't had an opportunity to speak with the client yet about it.
Okay. What's been done since this is I must have placed this on a calendar previously. And normally I place it on a status conference calendar to allow counsel to obtain everything they need so that we can move the cases forward. Is there anything else that you need, Ms. Brock, so that aside from communicating an offer to your client?
I believe that we are still waiting for discovery in this case. I'm not sure that we've received it.
Okay, I want to make sure that you get everything that you need to get today, so that when I place you on another calendar, if I do so, that you have everything you need. So can I get you to speak with Ms. Waldrop today to make sure that you and your firm and your client have everything that you need?
Absolutely, thank you.
Okay.
Judge, if I may, discovery has been filed, so Attorney Brock, you should be able, if you're registered with the e-file system, you should be able to pull that up. It includes the report and everything. I don't have a DVD right now, so we'll have to upload that into evidence.com, but the initial discovery has been filed via e-file.
Thank you. I will check with Attorney Bradley and make sure that he's received. Thank you.
Okay, so what I'll do, Ms. Brock, is I'll place you on the July 5th final plea calendar. That calendar is at 9 a.m. Does that work for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. We'll see you back in July.
All right, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Position number 5, Anthony Armstrong. Anthony Armstrong.
And Your Honor, hearing no response, state would request a bench warrant.
Mr. Armstrong doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. A bench warrant will be granted. Position number 6, Malik Baker.
Judge David Rigdon, Attorney David Rigdon appearing for Scott Fortis. Negotiations have begun, but I don't believe we've had discovery in this case yet.
Ms. Waldrop.
Hold one moment, Judge. This is position number 6.
That's correct.
Yes, Judge, that discovery has been filed. It was actually filed in October of last year. That was an e-file. So if you're registered, you should be able to go on and pull that up. And then I also did send over a recommendation to Attorney Fortis yesterday.
He did mention the recommendation, and I will pass on the info about getting it off the internet.
Okay.
All right. As such, I'll place it on that final plea calendar on July 5th.
Thank you, Judge.
And that's at 9 a.m.
And Your Honor, Attorney Fortis did email me about this case yesterday after he received the recommendation. So I do anticipate that it's something we'll be able to work out.
Okay, very good. Have a good afternoon, Mr. Rigdon.
Thank you, Judge.
Position number 7, Trayvon Billings.
Is Trayvon Billings in court? Is Trayvon Billings on Zoom? Your Honor, that's my case, position 7, 8, and 9. Let me ask to hold that announcement. Let me attempt to contact Mr. Billings.
Okay. Position 10, Elijah Boyd. Mr. Boyd? Yes, good afternoon. Do you have private counsel, sir?
No, sir.
Have you made an attempt to seek the services of the public defender, or would you like to try to do that? Have you done that in the past?
No, I haven't.
Okay, would you like to do that today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll allow you to speak with Mr. Gaither, okay?
I thought so.
So, Thank you, sir.
Just have a seat, give me a moment, okay?
Position 11, Trayana Bumpers.
Good afternoon. Judge. That's my case. My client's here on Zoom, Judge. We've got the plea paperwork ready. We're signed up, ready to enter a plea at the court's convenience.
Okay, very good. Let me get through the end of the calendar. Have you already transmitted the paperwork to to one of the ASGs or?
I have, Judge. We transmitted the paperwork. One initial was missing, and I resent that at the
Okay.
beginning of the calendar. It's both with the ASG as well as with Miss Younger.
Okay, I have it before me. We'll get with you as soon as the calendar is complete. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Position 12, Marquita Burr. Is Ms. Burr with us?
Your Honor, hearing no response, state would request a bench warrant.
It doesn't appear by the end of the calendar, a bench warrant will be granted. Position 13, Burke Sean Coleman.
And Your Honor, state hearing no response, same announcement, bench warrant.
Mr. Coleman doesn't appear by the end of the calendar, a bench warrant will be granted. Position 14, Sequan Alexander Cruz.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Nicole Mormon for Mr. Cruz.
Afternoon, Ms. Mormon. Is Mr. Cruz with us?
He should. Yes, Your Honor. He's-
Okay. Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Cruz. Ms. Mormon, where are we? Good afternoon.
Your Honor, we do have discovery. It was e-filed. However, we've been requesting the videos in this case for, I think, since April. We haven't received them yet. From my understanding, Miracle Williams was the prosecutor, and I haven't been able to get in touch with her. We also don't have, we haven't received an offer from the state yet.
Is this your case, Ms. Waldrop?
It is, Judge. One moment. Just give me one sec, please. I'm just double checking to make sure that we do not have the video just yet. And with respect to the state's offer, Attorney Drake, this is one of our public safety cases. The offer is 12 months to serve.
And Your Honor, I was just looking at the docket. It appears that the video was shared with defense counsel, and that certificate of service was filed on February 9th of 2023. And that was shared via evidence.com to Mr. Drake at his email address.
Okay, we haven't been in receipt of it. Mr. Drake hasn't sent it to us. We don't have access to that specific file on evidence.com. Is there a way it can just possibly be sent to me? Or the link to
Sure.
evidence.com link be shared?
Yes, if you want to put your email in the chat, and then Ms. Waldrop can share it with you via evidence.com.
Okay, thank you.
And I'm going to do that now, Judge, so that we're all clear that it's been shared. Thank you, ASG Riser.
Okay, so we'll get the video to Ms. Mormon. You have the offer, Ms. Mormon. I take it that you're gonna need to go on another calendar. What calendar would you seek to go on? A final plea calendar, a jury trial calendar, a bench trial calendar?
At this time, can we go on a final plea calendar, Your Honor, please?
Yes, that's fine. Final plea calendar will be July 5th at 9 a.m.
Your Honor, I will be out of the country on the day. I know it's on Zoom, but there's a huge time difference. May we go on the following calendar?
Okay, let's see. Are you still going to be out of town on the 12th of July? Okay. We'll put you on the July 12th status calendar. And that's going to be at 1:30, same as today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And from that calendar, if you can work it out, that's wonderful. If not, then you'll either go on to a trial or a bench calendar if you can't work it out, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, anything further this afternoon, Ms. Norman?
No, Your Honor, that's it.
All right, you all have a good afternoon. We'll see you back in July.
Okay, thank you.
Enjoy your trip.
Thank you.
Position 15, Joe Davis.
Good afternoon, Judge. It appears that Joe Davis, I'm assuming it's that individual. This is a public defender case. It's a recent transfer, Judge. If at the end of the call, the calendar, if I can be put in a breakout room so I can get his contact information, I'll talk to him and report back to the court.
Okay, very good, Mr. Dunn.
Thank you, Judge.
Position 16, Derek Dixon.
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Dixon. Let's see, do you have private counsel in this matter?
No, sir.
Have you sought or do you wish to seek to obtain the services of a public defender today?
I would like to, sir. To
Okay,
resolve this case, sir. Yes, sir.
all right. Mr. Haddad or Mr. Korn, would you explain to Mr. Dixon what he needs to do to seek your services this afternoon, please?
Mr. Dixon, I'm going to need you to give me a call. I'm going to put your put my phone number in the chat. So if you
Yes,
could
sir.
refer to that. And
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I will do, sir. Thank you.
thank
all
you.
right, we'll be back with you, Mr. Dixon.
All right. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Position 17, Ian Dalakhan.
Yes,
Your
Your
Honor,
Honor.
Tom Nagel on his behalf. He's present on the Zoom call. He has, I believe, 2 cases on this calendar.
Yes, Mr. Nagel, position 17 and position 18, I believe.
I represent him on the case ending in 1890, Judge.
Okay, and is Mr. Pulliam representing him on the other case to your knowledge?
Judge, I apologize for interrupting. Mr. Pulliam is with our office, and he had filed an entry, although he never met with the client. I spoke to the client briefly yesterday on the phone. I wasn't unclear as to position number 17. So I didn't know if Mr. Nagel still represents him or not. But
Your Honor, my announcement on 1890 is we did not receive notice from the court of the hearing today, and I just received the discovery and an offer late yesterday, so I haven't had a chance to review that, go over it with my client. Would the court be able to put me on the July 12th status calendar to try and get it resolved by then?
That'll be fine. What all do you, I just want to make sure that we're clear with everything that you need, Mr. Nagel. What is it that you don't have at the present time?
I have I got the discovery and an offer late yesterday, so I have that. So I think I've got what I need to advise my client.
Okay. I'm just wondering whether or not I should put you on a final plea calendar as opposed to the status calendar. Do you have enough time to make a decision as to whether or not you will be moving the case forward one way or another by July?
Judge, I do believe so. Like I said, I just didn't get notice of this hearing, so
Okay.
That's my situation.
Okay, so I think I'm going to put you on that final plea calendar on July 5th. That'll be at 9 a.m. Does that work for you?
That will be fine, Judge. Thank you.
And Your Honor, on behalf of my client, if I would ask to reset it for final plea as well, so I can file an entry and speak to the prosecutor, and we'll be ready one way or another by the 5th.
Okay, we can do that all together, hopefully. Both cases will be reset until July 5th, final plea, 9
Thank you,
a.m.
Judge.
Okay,
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
you're welcome. You all have a good rest of your afternoon.
Does that mean I can leave, Judge?
Well, not you, Mr. Haddad. You're stuck with me for this long. Sorry. Position 19, Ciantre Drew. Ceontre, Drew.
Judge, hearing no response, state will request a bench warrant.
Mr. Drew doesn't appear by the end of the calendar, bench warrant will be granted. Position 20, Daryl Favors.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Glenn Stern here for Mr. Favors. Mr. Favors is present on the Zoom call. I just received partial discovery late yesterday afternoon. I believe there is still a video outstanding. The certificate of service says it will be made available via evidence.com, but I haven't received anything yet. So at this point, I haven't had a chance to fully review evidence or consult with my client.
Okay. Ms. Waldrop, is there a video?
Sorry, Judge, I was on mute. Yes, Judge, I'm looking for it in evidence.com and it's not pulling up, but once I'm able to find it, I will send it over to Attorney Stern.
Okay. Mr. Stern, can I place you on that final plea calendar on July 5th?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and hopefully you'll get the video well before then, and we can move this on one way or another.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything further this afternoon?
No, Your Honor. That concludes my business.
Okay, we'll see you on July 5th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Position 21, Colin Feque, Fequa.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, pronounce your last name for me, sir.
It's FQ.
FQ. Good afternoon, Mr. FQ. Let's see. Do you have private counsel in this matter?
Not at this time. I have retained counseling before, but it's been like 2.
Okay, you're going in and out on me, Mr. PQ. Let's see. Can you say
Can
that
you hear
again?
me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah,
what
I said
were
I
you
have
telling-
I have retained counseling, but it's been like 2 years. I've been waiting to see what's going on there. I just received the notification,
have you paid the counsel?
so I can still get counseling, required or not required, but that's possible. But I don't have it at the time.
Okay, so I'm happy to let you see if you qualify for the services of a public defender this afternoon. Would you like to proceed in that way?
No, if I would like to get an attorney.
Okay.
That's what I need to do.
All right. Well, you're going to need to do that quickly, Mr. FQ, because this has been on the calendar before. You should have known that you need counsel. So you need to get counsel if you're going to do it, and you need to do that in a timely manner. This goes back to 2020. So I'm going to give you one other opportunity to get counsel. And if you don't have counsel the next time you come, then we're going to have other proceed in another direction. I'm going to give you until July 5th to get counsel, and I'll place you on a show cause calendar at 9 a.m. July 5th. Okay.
Okay. Same thing. Virtual.
Yes, you can be virtual, or you can be in the courtroom with me.
All right.
Okay. So make diligent efforts to get yourself counsel, sir, if you seek to have someone represent you.
Yes, sir. I do.
Okay. Have a good afternoon.
All right. You too.
Thank you. Position 22, Chesharia George. Is that the public defender's case?
It is, Judge. I've not had any contact with the clients. These are all transfers from division, Judge. I haven't heard from them, so I doubt they're going to show up.
State would request a bench warrant.
Okay. And is Miss George? Let me make sure that she's not on the line. Does not appear so. Bench warrant will be granted. Position 23, Rodarius Green.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Green.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Drew Finley on behalf of Mr. Green.
Good afternoon, Mr. Finley. Let's see, where are
Great
we?
seeing you, Your Honor.
As always, you also, Mr. Finley. Where are we with this?
Your Honor, to date, we have not received discovery.
Okay, are you with me, Ms. Waldrop?
Judge, that's my case.
Oh,
I
that's-
will double check. I'm showing discovery was e-filed February 15th, 2022 and February 16th and February 22nd.
Okay,
I'd be happy to resend it.
That'd be great.
okay, if we can get that done. Let's see. I'll place you on that July 5th, final plea calendar. Will that give you enough time, Mr. Finley, to do what you need to do?
That should be fine. I'll be gone through the 26th, but I'll review it as soon as I get back.
Okay. So let's go with the final plea calendar at 9 a.m. on July 5th, and hopefully you'll have everything you need by then so that we can move the case forward.
Thank you.
Okay, anything further this afternoon?
No, Your Honor, may my client and I be excused?
Yes, you'll have a good afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Position 24, Michael Griffin. Michael Griffin.
State would request a bench warrant.
Bench warrant will be granted if Mr. Griffin does not appear by the end of the calendar. Position 25, Keon Horton.
State would request a bench warrant.
Bench warrant will be granted if Mr. Horton does not appear by the end of the calendar. Position 26, Secondi Landry.
Judge, Mr. White is with our office, so I'll be handling the case. I recognize the name, Judge, because I handled a felony case for Mr. Landry a couple of years ago. He was in custody at the time. This was not crossed. If the court would bear with me just a few minutes, let me see if he's in the Department of Corrections. That is a possibility based on the nature of the charges, Judge.
Okay, I'll hold for your announcement, Mr.
Thank
Dunn.
you.
Thank you.
And Judge, I'm showing he's in custody in Fulton County on felony charges.
Okay.
So if that obviously if that's the case, Judge, we can put him on a all-purpose calendar on a. I think normally these are handled on Tuesdays, or I can send a request to the public defender's office to have them scheduled and brought over as a maybe time served plea. You know, I don't know.
Okay. We can't place him on an all-purpose calendar. We'll just have to make a request that that be done, Mr. Dodd.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Reiser.
You're welcome.
Position 27, Atlantis McClendon.
Good afternoon, Judge. That'd be my case, and she is this position and the following position. The last announcement that we had at the last court date was whether or not she was accepted into the DUI program for both cases to be accepted. She has gone to the orientation, she has done the assessment, but the follow-up person that I sent an email to just verify if she was in the program, Miss Egan Fears, Cheryl, she's no longer with the program altogether. So I am still waiting to hear back from a correspondent from the DUI court, just to see if she's accepted. I believe so, but Miss Egan Fears left the office, and that was my last contact with the DUI court.
Ms. Helen, why don't we put her on the July 12th status calendar to give you the opportunity to see if she's accepted. If she is, then we can take it off the calendar.
Thank you, Judge.
And Judge, I'm emailing the case managers for DUI court right now to follow up the status on that.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Position 29, Markina McFashion.
Good afternoon, Judge. That is my case. Well, both of the positions, 29 and 30. I was going to ask that this case be further notice to the final plea calendar. There's still some information I need to get from the state. Well, actually, just ask a question. Is there a video in this case? In position 30?
Let me look at it.
Okay.
Okay, so before Ms. McFashion leaves, can you talk with Ms. Reiser to make sure you have everything?
Sure.
And if you do, if there's not a video, we can move it forward. That'd be great. So I'll just hold on that one until you have the opportunity. Okay.
Thanks.
And that's Ms. McFashion? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. We'll be with you. Position 31, Joe Noel. Is Mr. Noel present? I believe that he's
It is a public defender case, Judge, and the number that I tried to reach him seems to be disconnected. So I've not had any contact with Mr. Noel.
Okay. It doesn't appear that he's with us today. Given that there's been no contact, a bench warrant will be granted.
Your Honor, is Miss McClendon, I apologize, I just wanted to ask, is she free to go?
Yes. Have a good afternoon, Ms. McClendon.
Thank you, Judge.
Position 32, Kirsten Otterman.
Your Honor, same announcement as the previous individual. I've not had any contact, and that would be a public defender case, or it was a public defender case, at least back in 21.
Okay, and that's Alterman, excuse me, Kirsten Alterman. Okay, a bench warrant will be granted. Position 33, Brian Parker. Brian Parker.
That you would request a bench warrant?
I see an attorney, David Walker. I'm not sure whether that's private counsel or.
Well,
it's not I don't believe Mr. Walker was an attorney with our office, Judge.
So I was just wondering, did Mr. Walker turn in a conflict letter? And I mean, just before the bench warrant goes out.
Are you saying that you see a
No, I was just wondering, did Mr. David Walker file a conflict letter before the bench warrant issues?
We'll check to see that proper notice was given. If it was, a bench warrant will be granted.
Your Honor, just for the court's information, it appears as Mr. Walker filed a motion to withdraw as attorney, and it was granted back in, well, it looks like March 23. So.
Okay.
Well, that answers that question, Judge.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Dodd. Position 34, Sequoia Patrick.
Yes, Your Honor, Attorney Durant, so Ms. Patrick.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yes, Your Honor, we were just retained yesterday on the case and would need a little bit of time to speak to all the witnesses. And I have talked with the solicitor this morning to see what we can work out here.
Okay. Have you gotten all the information that you need at this time from Ms. Reiser?
I'm sorry, Your Honor?
Have you gotten all the information that you need? Is there anything else that you're going to need that I can?
Yes, I think we've got what we need to try to move forward with it.
So can I place you on that final plea calendar that is on July 5th? July 5th? Does that work?
That'll work.
Okay, so we'll place you on the final plea on July 5th. That's a 9 o'clock calendar. Okay. Anything further today?
Nothing further, Judge, on this one.
Okay, you're free to go. Thank you. So that's positions 34 and 35.
Position 35 is a different defendant, I believe.
Oh, you're right. Thank you. Position 35 is Kenosha Patterson.
Here.
Yes, good afternoon, Ms. Patterson. Do you have private counsel representing you?
No, sir. I
Have
checked
you,
last time, but apparently they never called me back. Contact.
okay, so would you like to make application for a public defender today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you'll go ahead and put your information in the chat, we'll have someone get with you, okay?
Oh.
Ms. Patterson.
I'll give you a call in a little bit, Ms. Patterson. Mr. Dixon, I need you to call me, please. I put my number in the chat for you. I need you to call me right now.
Looks like he might be having some problems, Mr. Horn. Position 36, Jacqueline Pillow.
Your Honor, that would be my case. I did speak to her. I think Ms. Pillow is on Zoom, Judge.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, great. Judge, I'm not sure. I may need additional time to speak to Ms. Reiser about this case. If we can reset it for a final plea, I suspect we're going to be able to resolve it by then, Judge.
I would agree with that.
Okay.
I have to send my information to the judge. Send my information.
Okay, Mr. Dixon, I can hear you. So do you have a question for me?
Yes, sir. I was just trying to see how I could send my information to him, sir, that he just asked for.
Okay. Do you need his phone number, Mr. Corn? You're on mute. You're on mute.
Put your phone number in the chat, Mr. Dixon. I will call you since you couldn't call me.
Okay, I put it in chat. Okay, sir. Thank you.
All right.
I got to put it in.
I'm sorry, Mr. Haddad. It'll be the final plea calendar. That is on July 5th at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge. And can Ms. Pillow be excused, Judge?
Yes, you have a good afternoon, Ms. Pillow. We'll see you back in July.
Thank you.
I'll be in touch, Ms. Pillow.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Position 37, Coleman Reed. Coleman Reed.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Reed. Let's see, do you have counsel representing you in this matter?
I'm looking to speak with a public defender.
Okay, if you'll go ahead and put your information in the chat, someone will be with you, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Position 38, Todd Smith.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Smith. Do you have private counsel representing you?
No, sir.
Would you like to make application for a public defender this afternoon?
No, sir.
Okay, Mr. Smith, you've been charged in case 21 CR 004646 with loitering and prowling. How do you plan on pleading to that offense?
Guilty with an explanation.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, hold on, Mr. Smith. Where are you? Are you on camera?
Yeah, it says C Reed in front of my thing here. I'm here.
Okay, I don't seem to be able to locate you. Is your face on?
It says C Reed. It says C Reed.
Oh, okay.
He's the gentleman out of the corner. Like, it's Todd Smith. He's just in the corner of his video.
Okay, I see C Reed. Let's see. Are you able to activate your camera?
My camera's activated. I'm on camera.
He's under Todd Smith, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Mr. Smith, I am going to allow you to speak with the prosecutor today. Again, you have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say can be used against you. Do you have an offer for Mr. Smith?
I do. I can talk with him in the breakout room.
All right, so I'll allow you to talk with Ms. Riser in the breakout room.
Okay, I still don't have a picture, Your Honor.
You still don't have what?
I can't see you.
Can you see anybody?
At the top of the screen, I can see G33 prosecutor, the gallery, defendant. I don't.
Okay. All right, Mr. Smith, we can see you, so just hang on for us, okay?
Okay.
Position 39, Damon Swain. Mr. Swain is also position 40. Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Swain. Have you made application for a public defender before?
No, I don't know what this case is about.
Mr. Swain, you've been charged in case 21 CR 004567 with forgery in the 4th degree, and in case 21 CR 004586 with battery, family violence, and cruelty to children in the 3rd degree. Would you like to speak with the public defender today to see if you qualify for their services? Okay. You've been on the calendar before. I'm going to reset this one additional time, Mr. Swain, for you to get counsel in the matter. You need to do that post haste. So I'm going to put you on the show cause calendar on July 5th at 9 a.m. Okay. You'll get notification. But know that it's July 5th at 9 a.m. Okay. All right. You're free to go, sir. Position 41, Terrell Thomas. Terrell Thomas.
State would request a bench warrant.
Bench warrant will be granted if Mr. Thomas does not show by the end of the calendar. Position 40, Adrian Woods.
That's my case, Judge.
I'm here too. I'm here.
Okay, good afternoon, Mr. Woods. You need to speak with him, Mr. Gaither?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Mr. Woods, what I need, email me write your email in the chat, because I think I wrote it down wrong the last time we spoke. And so it's some information I'm trying to get to you.
The victim is here in the case as well. I'm not sure why I was asked to be here.
Okay, what's your name, ma'am?
Aisha Murray.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Do you all, if you all would speak with Miss, someone from your office will speak with Miss Murray, Miss Riser.
Our victim advocate has spoken with her recently. I believe they just notified her of the hearing. She had an opportunity to be present if she wanted to. I don't need to speak with her anymore today, but
okay.
If she needs to speak with me.
They have reached out to me 3 times and I asked them, is it possible we can dismiss the case? So that's why she told me I had to be present for the case to be dismissed. So that's why I'm here.
Okay, do you all want to take a look at it and speak with her today?
I will.
Okay, so we'll have someone speak with you, Ms. Murray, if you wouldn't mind hanging on the line for us.
Sure.
Thank you.
Judge, I have one additional announcement.
Yes.
Your Honor, on position number 32, Alterman, there's a lady by the name of Carla that's on Zoom. She shared the same last name. I need a phone number from her. Apparently she's having difficulty speaking on Zoom. So Miss Carla, if you can hear me, if you can put your phone number. I judge again. I don't know if that's the same individual or a relative, but the last name is similar. So.
Okay. Can you hear us, Ms. Carla? We can't hear you, so you're on mute. Do you know how to unmute yourself? Okay, I think that she said she doesn't know how to do that. So, did you hear Mr. Haddad's request? Can you
use the chat line and put your phone number? on
Mr.
there?
Haddad,
Yes.
she sent it to me. I'm gonna
Oh,
send it to
great.
you.
Okay, wonderful. All right,
Thank you.
great.
All
Thank
right,
you.
let me
Sorry.
start with the Zoom call. Is there anyone on Zoom that did not hear their name or that joined?
Your Honor, can you hear me now?
I can. Who's
Okay,
speaking?
this is Carla Alterman. I'm the victim in this. You had called Kirsten Alterman.
Oh, yes. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, I just want to make sure, I know you issued a bench warrant on that, but I just want to make sure that the protective order will still remain in place.
Okay, this court does not have any jurisdiction over the protective order in the case. As I don't know about a protective order, if she was out on bond and a condition of whatever the conditions of the bond were, they would still be in place. But as far as a protective order, that would be in Superior Court, and I'm not sure if you have one where that stands. You'll have to check with them.
Okay.
Okay.
I understand.
Anything further?
Well, she has moved. She's now living in Cobb County, and I understand there's an eviction in process. She's in Kennesaw, but the phone number is still the same.
Okay, so Mr. Haddad, do you have that phone number?
No, Judge, I don't have any contact information on Kirsten.
Okay, Miss Alterman, do you feel comfortable sharing that information with Mr. Haddad?
No, I'll be glad to. Should I just put it in the screen?
Yes, you can just put it in the chat, okay?
Okay, all right, I'll do that. Okay.
And Judge, based on the circumstances, if you know, I mean, I'm going to call her now, but would the court perhaps allow a reset on this case? I mean, I have at least a number. I mean, that's not going to change the TPO, but you know, it's obviously the court's call. She's supposed to be here. I get it, Judge.
So I'm going to hold for your announcement on that, Mr. Haddad. If you raise her and she has a legitimate explanation, then I'll hear it.
Sure.
If you can't raise her, then the bench warrant will remain in effect. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Let's see. Anyone on the Zoom call that did not hear their name or that joined us late? Go me again. All right. Anyone in court that did not hear their name? Yes, sir. Can you stand up for me?
I'm Jordan Moore. I missed my court date. I thought it was the 16th, but it was the 6th. My attorney that I just got, David Whitaker, I think that's what his name is, but he's a criminal defense attorney. But I want to see, because I think I may have probably got a bench warrant probably put out yesterday for failure to appear.
Okay, I don't have you on my calendar.
Yeah, I'm not on your calendar.
Okay.
But I was supposed to be here yesterday at 1:30, so I want to see exactly what next step that I need to take. I spoke with my attorney right before I walked in, so I just want to see if I can reschedule.
Okay, we'll be with you, sir. Okay.
I need to just wait here outside.
No, you can wait here. You're fine. Ms. Redding will look that up for you and we'll let you know. Yes, sir.
I'm Alex Dodd. I was supposed to be here this morning.
Mr. Melnick's client.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Melnick did email me back and indicated that he has to be in front of Judge Whitaker at 1:30. And he said he would report after he's done with Judge Whitaker.
Okay, so your attorney didn't make it either, sir. So if you'll just wait for us, I'll hold for him until the end of the calendar to see if he joins us. Yes, sir.
That's my case, Judge. Mr. Billings.
What's the last name, Mr. Gaither?
It is Billings. He's positions 7, 8, and 9. That's the one I was going to go call, but he's here.
Oh, okay. We'll be with you, Mr. Billings. Thank you.
Mr. Silva.
Okay. Ms. Waldrop, are you with me?
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
Are you handling the bumpers case?
Is that position number? I have
Is it position number
11?
11? Yes.
Your Honor, I believe that was negotiated with Ms. Githia, but I can certainly take the plea if I can just get a copy of the paperwork.
That's
Okay.
correct, Judge. It was negotiated with her. I can forward you the paperwork if you'd like. It also sent it to Miss Younger.
Okay, I have the paperwork, so if you will just forward, if you wouldn't mind forwarding it to Ms. Waldrop, or if someone can forward it to Ms. Waldrop.
Yes, I just need
Or
the
second.
recommendation.
Sure, I can do that.
Yeah.
Angela, right?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, and Mr. Haddad, I know that you wanted to go into a breakout room with Mr. position 15, Mr. Davis, is that
Yes,
right?
Judge, that'd be great.
Okay, so if we can put Mr. Haddad into a breakout room with Mr. Davis.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
And Judge, I'm ready when you are.
Okay. And let's see, where is Mr. Bumpers?
Ms. Bumpers, are you on?
Ms. Bumpers.
Ms. Bumpers? Uh-oh, Judge, she was on just a second ago. I actually had to call on the calendar. Let me check in with her real quick.
Okay.
I think she may have just gotten knocked off. If I can just have 30 seconds, I'm going to give
Oh, no,
her.
things happen, I understand.
Miss Altman, hold on sending messages because you're sending them to me and not Mr. Haddad. And I'm trying to forward the messages to him. Or if you just want to send them directly to him. But he's in a
Who?
breakout room right now. Mr. Haddad, PD Juwan Haddad.
Okay, how would I do that?
In the chat feature, you can search the names and it should pull up PD Juan Haddad. But you could just wait until he gets back into the main room, and I'll just forward what you're
Okay,
forwarding to me.
I would appreciate it. My grandson left and this is all kind of new and different to me. I'm not sure what I'm doing.
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Riser, I know
Judge,
that-
I apologize.
No, go ahead, Mr.
Judge, I've reached out to my client a couple times. She was online. I was texting with her. I saw her name online. I do not know what happened. We are getting ready. We're going to do this today. If we could just hold for a couple seconds, I'll try to get her back online.
You let me know when you're ready, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
And Ms. Riser, I know that Mr. Smith, position 38, wanted to speak with you. And that's the only
Yes.
one that I made note of that's pro se.
Judge, is that room open back there?
I think so.
I'm gonna go back there so I can have a private conversation with Mr. Smith. Mr. Glanville, can you put me, Mr. Glanville, can you please put me in a breakout room with Mr. Todd Smith?
Okay, the court will be in recess until there are announcements or the pleas are ready to be taken.
Judge, I just want to update the court. I've got Miss Bumpers on the phone. She is logging in right now.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Ms. Bumpers, can you hear me okay?
Bumpers, are you with us?
I think she might be waiting to be let into the meeting, Judge.
Oh, I think I see her here, but I don't know.
Yes, I can hear you now. I'm sorry.
Okay, you're fine, Miss Bumpers. Welcome back.
It was a long time coming, Judge. We had this case reset. I don't know how many times, but finally we're at the finish line.
Very, very good. Good afternoon again, Miss Bumpers. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Thank you. Miss Waldrop?
Yes, Judge. Ms. Bumpers will be pleading to 1 count of reckless driving. I've amended the charge in Odyssey, and 1 count of speeding. With regard to the negotiated sentence on the reckless driving, we've come to an agreement of 12 months, balance probated, for Ms. Bumpers to pay a $300 fine, complete 40 hours of community service, complete an alcohol and drug evaluation and any treatment deemed necessary, risk reduction, as well as 1 victim impact panel. With regard to the speeding count, the negotiated sentence is for 12 months probated for Ms. Bumpers to pay a $200 fine, and that is to run concurrent to count 1 reckless driving.
Okay. Mr. Levine?
That's correct, Judge. That's the negotiations in the court. I'm not sure what the practice of this court is, Judge, but she has no prior criminal history. We just ask that she probation either terminate or go non-reporting once she completes the conditions, Judge.
And Judge, just one more thing. Counsel, do you stipulate to a factual basis, venue and identification for purposes of the plea?
We do.
Thank you.
Okay. Do you object to termination, Ms. Waldrop?
Your Honor, I did not see where that was negotiated between Ms. Githia and defense counsel, so I would object to termination, but would not be opposed to non-reporting if that's not something that was already pre-negotiated.
Judge, it actually was, Judge. I've got Miss Githia on she's been responsive to emails. If we can follow up with her and put that in the record, I think that, we'd ask that we be able to have it terminate. I just need her to be able to confirm that, Judge. I realized though in the plea paperwork, it wasn't there.
And Your Honor, I can call her right now and just confirm. Just give me 1 sec.
Perfect.
And Judge, I have one announcement if the court wishes to hear from me now, or I can wait.
You're fine. Yes, Mr. Dodd.
Your Honor, thanks again for the breakout room with Mr. Davis, position number 15 on the status conference, Judge. I do have contact information from him now. We're going to announce to set it for a jury trial, Judge.
Okay. It will be further noticed for jury trial. Those probably he probably will not get a jury trial until August or September, Mr. Dodd.
That's fine. I'll be around. And can Mr. Davis be excused, Judge?
Yes. Have a good day, Mr. Davis.
Thanks, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, Judge.
Judge, I have 2 announcements to make.
Okay.
I spoke with Mr. Dixon, who is number 16 on your status conference, and he will not qualify for our services.
Okay.
And I spoke with Ms. Patterson, who is number 35 on your calendar. She will qualify for our services. So I will represent her and ask the case be placed on another calendar so that I can enter an appearance and get ready for trial or whatever.
I'm going to place you on the July 12th, 1:30 status calendar. Okay.
Thank you, Judge. And may she be excused?
Yes. Have a good afternoon, Ms. Patterson.
Your Honor, I have some announcements as well when you're ready.
Okay. Give me just 1 second.
Oh, no problem.
You back with me, Ms. Waldrop?
I am, Judge, and I did have an opportunity to speak with ASG, get the no objection to termination upon completion.
Okay, so let me go and I'll finish up with the plea. Ms. Bumpers, if you'll unmute yourself for me.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. It's my understanding that in case 22 CR 0062688, you wish to plead guilty to reckless driving. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this afternoon?
Yes, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir. I understand that.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Let's see, once you complete the terms of the probation will be terminated. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on probation anymore, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, and we will get you the information regarding where you to report to probation. I'll need for you to do that in the next 2 weeks or so, okay?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Anything further, Mr. Mubin?
No, Judge, nothing from the defense. And I believe that she will be contacted by probation. Is that correct, Judge?
I will get her or get you or her information so that she can contact probation.
Very well, Judge. All right, that's wonderful. If I can just be excused,
Okay.
please.
Yes, you all have a good rest of your day. Thank you.
Thanks, sir. I appreciate it. I appreciate the court being flexible with getting this case with moving this a few times until it was ripe for a plea.
Not a problem. Glad that we were finally able to get it done. Thank you.
All right, Judge, take care.
Okay, Mr. Gaither.
Yes, I have a couple of announcements, Judge.
Okay.
Position 2, Jarquavis Alexander.
Yes.
I tried to call Mr. Alexander, but the number's not going through. But nevertheless, I would like to further notice his case.
Yes, sir.
We need to speak. He and I need to speak further about his case. We're not going to be able to resolve it today.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Right, I see, Mr. So, I'm sorry, Mr. Gaither.
Mr. Alexander and I need to talk further.
Okay.
We're not going to be able to resolve this case today.
Okay, all right. So, can we put it on the July 5th final plea calendar?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Mr. Alexander, we'll see you back on July 5th, okay?
All right.
All right. Anything further on that, Mr. Gaither?
Nothing further. Mr. Alexander, I'm going to call you. We need to talk, okay?
All right.
Right.
All right, you have a good afternoon.
All right. You too now. Don't work too hard, man.
Okay, thank you.
All right, position 7, 8, and 9, Mr. Trevon Billings.
Yes.
Yeah, Judge, I want to definitely going to need to further notice his case, but I'm going to make a request. I want to his case for August because he has 3 cases and we need a little bit of time to talk and exchange discovery in July. Because what's going to happen if I agree to July 5th, it's going to come up. I have a lot of cases coming up in June already. I already know. And then I don't want to be in this position July 5th where I'm backed up. If now I have no choice, then I have no choice.
You're fine, Mr. Gaither. I just, those are the only dates that I've been given. So do we have an August 2nd?
August 2nd, that'll give me enough time. Yes, Judge.
And what calendar is that? Okay.
Let's make it a status calendar simply because I haven't even had an opportunity to provide Mr. Billings with all the discovery that I have. I'm uploading it to my little share file and making sure that he gets it.
Okay, we'll put it on a status calendar for August 2nd. Okay, is Mr. Billings here with us or is he on Zoom?
No, he's here.
Okay, we'll see you back in August, Mr. Billings.
Okay, I'll call you. We'll talk. The other announcement, Judge, give me a moment. Mr. Position 42, Adrian Woods, he's on Zoom. He did provide his email to me in the chat. So I want to make the same announcement to just further notice his case, but we can put that on the July calendar.
I'm sorry, tell me the number again.
I'm sorry, number 42. He's the last position on the calendar,
Okay,
Adrian Woods. And he's on Zoom. I think he's under iPhone.
okay, so that will go on the July 5th final plea calendar.
And now, position 29 and 30, Miss Martina McFashion. What is that? Was there a video in our case? So we can wait for the Madam Prosecutor to come back, Ms. Rosin.
Okay,
And then let me finish up my conversation with Mr. Elijah Boyd. He's in the hallway now waiting for me to come back in. So I'll be right back, Judge, after to make an announcement on his case.
okay.
And he's position 10. I'll be right back.
And tell me again,
Sure.
who did not qualify?
Oh, that was Mr. Korn that interviewed someone that did not qualify.
That was Mr. Dixon,
Okay, thank you.
and I believe he's still on.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Dixon here, Mr. Dixon here.
Yes, Mr. Dixon, it's my understanding that you did not qualify for the services of a public defender.
Yes, sir.
I'm happy to let you speak with the prosecutor today if you would like to see what they would offer you in the matter. Will also offer you the opportunity to reset the case for you to get a lawyer to represent you if that's what you wish to do.
Yes, sir.
So would you like a reset to see if you can find yourself a lawyer?
I would like a reset to find myself a lawyer, sir, for this case.
Okay, so I'm gonna reset you for July 12th at 1:30 again, and make all efforts to get yourself representation. Okay, Mr. Dixon.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll see you back on July 12th.
All right, thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Your Honor, is the court available for announcement?
Yes, I am, Mr. Dodd.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, on position number 37, Coleman Reed. He does qualify for the services of the Public Defender's Office, Judge. I'm going to go ahead and file an entry. If we can reset it for it's a straightforward case, Judge. A final plea is fine. And I'm sure, we can figure out from there one way or another, Judge. So final plea would be good unless the court wishes to do a status hearing. That's fine too as well.
Okay, we'll set him for the July 5th final plea calendar at 9 a.m.
All right, thank you, Judge. And can Mr. Reed be excused?
Yes, have a good afternoon, Mr. Reed.
And Judge, one additional announcement that I have.
Okay.
Position number 32, Kirsten Alterman. I did speak to her just a few minutes ago, and I just emailed her the Zoom link. So I expect her to hop on, and if she does, I was going to ask to reset for a final plea as well to give me an opportunity, but I'll just hold on until she hopefully shows up. But I did speak to her, Judge.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dodd. We'll hold for your announcement on that.
And I think Mr. Reed just signed on. Mr. Reed, you're free to go, sir. Your court date is July 5th, and I'll be in touch with you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, can I ask a question?
Yes, Mr. FQ.
Okay, so we just moved recently and had a baby. So will the new court date will be sent to my house or email with the
Why don't you go, can you put your address in the chat and make sure that we get it, so that we make sure that we have your correct address?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss any, paperwork regarding
Okay.
the
Yes, go ahead and put your information in the chat for me, and once we verify it, I'll let you know. Okay.
Okay, so the email.
If you could put all of your information, if you want to address or email, put both of them in the chat for me.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Ms. Alterman? No, great. Sorry, Judge.
No, you're fine. Ms. Rice, are we ready on Mr. Silva?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
Okay, Mr. Silva, if you would come on up to the podium for me, please. Yes. Yes, you can stand behind the podium. Thank you. Can you raise your right hand for me? Yes. Swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yes. You can put your hand down. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. This is a State of Georgia versus Elvis Silva. The defendant will be entering a guilty plea to 1 count of DUI alcohol less safe. The state's recommended sentence is 12 months to serve 24 hours. Credit for time served, 24 hours. So no additional jail time. Balance is to be on probation, to pay a $300 fine, to complete 40 hours of community service, to complete an alcohol and drug evaluation and any treatment if deemed necessary, to complete 1 risk reduction course and 1 victim impact panel. In regards to count 2, that will be null prost, and no objection to non-reporting upon conditions being met or completed.
Okay. And just so that I know that I've told you today, Mr. Silva, I know that we discussed this the last time that you were here, but you do have a right to remain silent. You have a right to have an attorney represent you at these proceedings. It's my understanding that we've given you the opportunity to obtain an attorney, but you wish to proceed pro se without the advice of an attorney. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you do wish to accept the offer that's being made by the state today?
Yes.
It's my understanding, Mr. Silva, that in case 19 CR 0023556, that you wish to plead guilty to DUI less safe. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this afternoon?
No.
You've had the opportunity to be represented by counsel. It's my understanding that you wish to proceed pro se without the advice of counsel. Is that correct?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and then by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up the right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Did you go over the plea sheet in this matter?
Say again?
Go over the plea sheet in the matter?
What do you mean?
The sheet that you filled out and circle your answers to?
Yeah.
Did you go over that, each answer one by one?
Yes.
And did you sign the bottom of the form?
Yes, I signed.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
Yes, I plead guilty.
Okay, but nobody forced you to plead guilty, did they?
I just cannot continue with this. I just frustrated, that's all.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're gonna have to answer my question, because if you feel like you've been forced to plead guilty, I cannot take your plea, okay?
Okay.
So if you feel like anybody forced you or coerced you in any manner to plead guilty, then I cannot accept the plea. So
Okay.
did anybody force you to plead?
No, nobody forced me, no.
And you're doing this voluntarily of your own free will, is that correct?
That's correct.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Silva. When you complete the terms of for the probation, it'll go to a non-reporting status. And do you have your license to be surrendered today?
Yes, you need, okay.
And Your Honor, he is entitled to an affidavit of first conviction. And the state obviously has no objection to that.
Okay, so we will get him that. And we will also give you the information regarding where you need to report for probation. So I'll ask that you do that within the next 2 weeks or so, okay?
Okay, so you let me know by later?
And we're gonna let you know today. We're gonna give you that information, okay?
Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I have an additional announcement when the court is able to.
Okay, give me 1 second, Mr. Dunn. I need for him to also answer that last question. Yes, Mr. Dunn.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, on position number 32, Kirsten Alterman, she is present on Zoom, Judge. And I had talked to her, as I mentioned a few minutes ago. I spoke to her. She was apparently unaware of court. That's why she did not appear. But she's here now. I do have contact information, both email and a phone number. I would just ask to reset it for a final plea. So I can, this is first time on an Orca calendar, Judge, and we'll be
Okay.
ready one way or another by then.
The final plea calendar on July 5th at 9 a.m.
And can my client be excused, Judge?
I want to make sure that the court does have her correct information at the present time so that she received notices in the future.
Mr. Alterman, can you put your address in the chat line if you know how to use it? Or you can text it to me and I'll provide it for the court. Make sure that you get notice, proper notice next time. You're on mute, ma'am.
Sure, I'll be happy to put it in the chat. The,
Okay.
my address?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and phone number as you have, and then the email address.
Yeah, just well, yes, so you can provide all three. It's fine. Assume one of the litigation managers would need that.
Okay, perfect. All right, well, thank you so much.
All right, don't disconnect before you give us the address, okay?
I won't. Okay, hopefully I won't. I'm trying my best.
Thank you.
Okay, so once you get that, you're free to go, but make sure that you put it in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you. Hmm.
You may want to mute yourself, Ms. Alton.
I'm trying to do. I'm so sorry. No. I'll just be very quiet.
Ms. Murray, are you with me?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, Ms. Murray. Adrian Wood's case, I don't know if you heard, was reset to July 5th for a final plea on the matter. Do you still need to speak with the solicitor on the matter this afternoon?
No, I don't need to speak with them. They have called me 3 times and I've already told them that I would like to proceed with dismissing the case because that is my child's father. And it was a misunderstanding. The property has been replaced. We have an excellent co-parent relationship. So I don't want this to drive any further wedge in between us.
Okay, well, someone will be in touch with you in the future. You're free to go, Ms. Murray, if you choose.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
All right.
Any announcements on any other cases?
I believe the case with Mr. Smith, position 38, he is filling out plea paperwork. I emailed it to him. He's on Zoom.
Okay,
He informed me he was able to fill it out, so I'm just waiting for him to email it back.
okay, thank you.
And then I just gave plea paperwork to Mr. Gaither on position 10.
Okay.
Oh, what do you need from me on that? Oh, I don't know. They're Mr. Jenkins. We haven't talked about those yet. Yeah. I was like, I don't think I was like, no, you're okay. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna need anything. Yes.
Can we bring Mr. Smith out of the breakout room, please? Thank you.
Hey, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Smith, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
You can put your hand down. Thank you, sir. Marcy?
Yes, Your Honor. This is the case of State of Georgia versus Todd Smith, case number 21 CR 004646. Mr. Smith is going to be entering a guilty plea to 1 count of loitering and prowling. The state's recommended sentence is 12 months of probation to stay away from 1076 Irish Street Southwest and have no further contact with Mr. Reyes or any of the residents of that home at that address, Your Honor.
So the intent was for him to be on active probation for 12 months?
It was, Your Honor, for the stay away purposes and for the no further contact provision.
Your Honor.
Yes, yes, Mr.
Yes,
Smith.
yes, I agree to that outcome. But I would like to present some mitigating circumstances where that probation would not necessarily be called for because it's through a private company. I'm not sure, and it'd be.
Hold on, Mr. Smith. First of all, I'm not understanding you. Second of all, I just want to say you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. So what are you trying to explain to me?
I'm just trying to say that, you know, my plan, right, is that I've been offered employment at the Washington Metropolitan Area Transit Authority in Maryland, DC area, right? So I'm gonna be completely gone from Atlanta, and I have no motive, reason, or anything to be anywhere near that man for the next 10 years of my life. If you look at my record, I don't know if you have, this is the first time I've been in trouble in a long, long time. And one bad day, one bad decision, one bad day, no property damage, no harm to anyone, just a bad decision on my part. Just a bad decision on my part, no property damage, no home, nothing, no threats, no nothing. I even apologize to Mr. Reyes there on the spot because he responded in the call also. You know what I'm saying? It was just a bad decision that I made that I'm accepting responsibility for. I just want to be able to move forward, right? And be able to accept this employment. And, you know, you can keep the stairway order and all that, but I don't think probation is warranted. I mean, good faith. I'm asking you a good faith justice, Your Honor. I'm 59 years old. I just made one bad decision. I've been pretty much doing good since I got off paper in 2009. Few hiccups, but I like being responsible for myself, and I'm accepting responsibility for that day. But it was just a bad decision. It was nothing malicious or anything. It was just a bad decision.
Okay. Did he serve any time?
1 day.
Okay.
And Your Honor, the defendant did share with me that he was planning to move to Maryland. I don't know when that was. I'm happy to do what the court wants to do on the case so long as the stay away and the no contact can be in place, whether that's probation, non-reporting, mail-in, phone-in. I'm fine with that, but
We routinely give people non-reporting probation, but they have to they have to maintain a stay away. So I think that's what I'm gonna do in this case. It'll be 12 months to serve 1 day, credit for time served 1 day, balance suspended, but he's to stay away from the stay away location and have no further contact with with the victim.
Do you want me
Okay?
to amend my
Um,
recommendation or at least initial it or?
yes, that'll be if you would for me. So you understand what I'm gonna do, Mr.
Yes,
Smith?
sir. Yes, sir.
I'm not gonna have you under probation, but at the same time, I'm still gonna have you can't go back to that location or have any dealings with the victim in the case, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you'll be able to go ahead and, this will be behind you completely, okay?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ms. Liza.
Oh, no, we're not done yet, Mr. Smith.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so you're under oath, Mr. Smith. It's my understanding that in case 21 CR 004646, you wish to plead guilty to loitering and prowling. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you have the influence of any drugs or alcohol this afternoon?
No, sir.
You had the opportunity to be represented by counsel. It's my understanding that you wish to proceed pro se representing yourself. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury.
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll accept your plea as negotiated, Mr. Smith. 12 months to serve 1 day, credit for time served 1 day, balance suspended, and you're to stay away from the location and have no further contact with the victim. You understand?
Yes, sir. Completely.
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. You have a great day, George Orca. Orca.
You do the same.
And thank you, Ms. Liza.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. So, one more question, please. So I don't need to send in this probation paper then, right?
No.
Right, yes, you can get rid of those. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Okay. So I think the remaining cases are Mr. Gaither's cases. So we'll hold for his announcement.
So first, let me go back. The status of the drag racing calendar. Positions 1 and 3. We want to just further notice both of those to the jury trial. So that's Mr. Raphael Adams and Charles Jackson, further notice to jury trial. And they're both present. How long's on?
Mr. Adams, Mr. Jackson, if we can go this afternoon, your case will be placed on the next available jury trial calendar, okay? We go. Oh, okay. If you just hold on for us, we'll get acknowledgement.
Okay.
Okay.
Position number on the Orca status conference calendar, judge, position 10, Mr. Elijah Boyd. I will represent him in that we're going to enter a plea in that case today. Position 29 and 30 is I just noticed her name is spelled Martina and Markina on the calendar. Miss McFashion. That's what I thought. It's Tina. Yeah, the first case, judge, position 29 should be a T. Martina McFashion. And we just want to further notice both of those cases to the final plea calendar.
Calendar is on July 5th at 9 a.m.
And let me ask, Your Honor, in her case, she through no fault of her own, but she's diligently been attending court. However, she has a job and she's still within her 90-day evaluation period. So I'm asking on July 5th, can she attend via Zoom? Because she does have to work that day and she's not gonna be able to take that day off completely.
Fine with me if she attends by Zoom, but if it is a plea, please have the paperwork already completed. So
Okay.
that she doesn't have any problems.
Sure. Okay.
Happy to let her, she has her hand up.
Okay, thank you.
Miss Fashion.
Yes, I'm off on Mondays, so I can come up next time.
Okay, well, you can work with Mr. Gaither to get it done.
If there's paperwork to fill out, we can email each other and get it done beforehand, okay? We'll talk. Okay. Is she free to leave, Judge?
Yes.
Okay.
Have a good afternoon.
I think that's it. Did I miss anybody? Oh, Mr. Yeah, no, you're the same person, Mr. Jackson. You further notice you to the trial calendar, so you just have to hang around and sign an acknowledgement. Okay. All right, with that, Judge, we're ready to move forward with the plea.
Okay, good afternoon again, Mr. Boyd. Can you raise your right hand for me?
Yes, sir.
Swear upon the testimony you're about to give before this court, the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
Okay, put your hand down. Thank you. Jasmine.
Yes, Your Honor, this is the state of Georgia versus Elijah Boyd, case number 21 CR 004597. Mr. Boyd is going to be entering a guilty plea to 1 count of criminal trespass. The state's recommended sentence is time served, credit for 158 days, Your Honor. The state is comfortable with this resolution. He already has a criminal trespass that was issued. I think I indicated on the plea paperwork, it will expire in 2031. So the state believes this plea is reasonable for the time that he spent in Fulton County.
We have nothing further to offer, Judge, other than that is the negotiated sentence. I mean, the negotiated sentence as negotiated, and that we do waive identity, venue, and factual basis for the purpose of the plea.
Mr. Board, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 004597, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this afternoon?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel and satisfied with his representation.
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up the right to a trial by jury.
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you to plead guilty?
No.
How acceptable is negotiating this?
Thank you. Appreciate that.
All right, you free to go.
Appreciate
All
you.
right, sir. You got my call.
Yeah, I have your call.
Anything?
Thank you.
And Judge, I just emailed Mr. Melnick to see what his status was, but I haven't received a response back yet.
Mr. Five. I'm sorry, that's Mr.
Mr. Dodd, position, I believe it's position 3 from this morning.
Mr. Dodge. It appears that Mr. Melnick, we have completed the calendar for today. It appears that he is not able to be with us. I will reschedule your case until July 5th. I'm gonna place it on a 9 o'clock final plea calendar. Okay, so we'll give you notice of that. I'm giving you notice verbally, but you'll get notice along with your counsel. So you expect that both of you will appear at that 9 o'clock calendar in July, okay? All right, thank you. Good luck. Younger. Ms. Reagan already, we can go with the calendar.
Okay, position 1 is reset, final plea July 5th at 9 a.m. Position 2, Alexander is a reset July 5th, final plea at 9 a.m. Position 3, Anderson was a bench warrant. Position 4, Andrews is reset, final plea July 5th at 9 a.m. Position 5 is a bench warrant. Position 6, Baker is a final plea reset, July 5th at 9 a.m. Position 7, 8, and 9 will all be reset for August 2nd in a status conference. Position 10, Boyd was a plea. Position 11, Bumpers was a plea. Position 12, Bird is a bench warrant. Position 13, Coleman is a bench warrant. Position 14, Cruz is reset status for July 12th at 1:30. Position 15, Davis is a jury trial. Further notice. Position 16, Dixon is a reset July 12th for status at 1:30. Position 17 and 18 is a reset final plea July 5th at 9 a.m. Position 19 was a bench warrant. Position 20, Favors is a reset final plea for July 5th at 9 a.m. Position 21, reset show cause July 5th to obtain counsel. Position 22, bench warrant. Position 23, the reset July 5th final plea. Position 24 is a bench warrant. Position 25 is a bench warrant. Position 26, I got that he's in jail, but I don't think we reset his.
Judge, he's in for a rape allegations, so he's not going anywhere. So if we can set it for perhaps all purpose, try and resolve the case, I'm sure, it's a theft charge. I'm sure we can resolve it.
Can we get with Mr. Jordan to set up an all-purpose calendar sometime in the future?
Okay, I will.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Position 27, I think she had 2, and 28 were both resets for July 12th, status. 29 and 30 is reset July 5th, final plea at 9 a.m. Position 31 is a bench warrant. Position 32 is a reset July 5th at 9 a.m. for a final plea. Position 33 was a bench warrant. Position 34 is a reset final plea July 5th at 9 a.m. Position 35 is a reset status July 12th at 1:30 p.m. Position 36 is a reset final plea July 5th at 9 a.m. Position 37, reset July 5th, final plea at 9 a.m. Position 38 was a plea. Position 39 is a reset for a show cause, July 5th at 9 a.m. Was that the same person? Yep, and 40 as well, 39 and 40. Reset July 5th, show cause 9 a.m. Position 41, Thomas is a bench warrant. Position 42, Woods is a reset final plea for July 5th. Oh, and that's it.
This is the status drag racing calendar. Position 1, request jury trial. Position 2, null pros. Position 3, request jury trial. Position 4, null pros. Position 5, null pros. Position 6, null pros.
Okay, any questions, concerns?
Judge, what day did you reset Alex Dodd to?
Oh, sorry. Reset, July 5th, final plea at 9 a.m.
I just sent Mr. Milnick an email.
Anything further? All right, you all have a good rest of your day. See you next time. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.